So this is not going to be a long live, guys. So Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Once again, drop your city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot. We are a Sublimation Blanks and Supply Company. And just to give you guys a heads up about what we do, we are a Sublimation Blanks and Supply warehouse. Okay. Now we attract a lot of people who are new to sublimation, a lot of people who are new to crafting. And what I wanted to do this morning I wanted to share some tips for beginner crafters. I wanted to share some tips for beginner crafters. Give me 1 second. Can you guys hear me out there? Make sure that I'm mic'd up. I think I am. Yeah, I'm mic'd up. Okay, cool. So if you guys are viewing us from YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. If you're not, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, and I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is the Blanks Spot. That's TheBlanksSpot. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit the notification button to be notified, and you'll know when we go live. We're going to be sharing some tips for beginner crafters. Now, coming from somebody who claims that they're not a crafter, and I'm not. I'm a business owner, but this is going to be from a perspective of somebody on the outside looking in. Okay, I want you to think about something. If you are new to crafting, I mean, I'm not talking about you've not been making things. I'm talking about you're new to a different side of crafting, because there's different levels of crafting. So how did it start? You wanted to make some stuff for your family. Your son came home and he saw a Spider-Man shirt. Your daughter came home and she saw a princess shirt, and you wanted to make it to save some money. You were going on a family vacation, and you wanted to make some family shirts. You wanted to make some hair bows for your granddaughter, or maybe you just wanted to do something, crafty, maybe for the holidays, or maybe you wanted to make something for your coworkers at work. I don't know, whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that got you started, you got started. Now that you have gotten started, you're now in a different level of crafting. There's a lot of people who are out there selling things. And for many crafters, you just start off doing it for fun. You're doing it for fun, you're doing it to save money, all those things. But then you moved into another area to where you said, hey, you know what? I'm starting to do things because people are asking me to do them. And they're either donating me money, donate money to me, or I'm charging them a small fee. But I'm getting paid for my crafting. Well, there are some things that you're going to need to know as a beginner in that level. Okay. And I'm going to share this with you. Hopefully it makes some sense to you, and hopefully you get some value from this. Okay. One thing that I recommend that you do is, if you are a beginner crafter and you have moved into a different level or a different realm of crafting, I recommend that you make sure you know what it is that you want to do. There's so many different things out there that you can do. We specialize in sublimation, but we also have vinyl. We have screen print transfers. We have access to DTF transfers. We have all types of things, and that is because we attract a lot of people who are new to crafting. A lot of people who are new to this industry. You don't know which way you want to go. You don't know if you want to do colored shirts. You don't know if you want to do white shirts. You don't know if you want to do tumblers or any other type of drinkware. You don't know if you want to hand make things, like wreaths, or even do some type of etching, or maybe sewing, or I don't know, embroidery. You have to find out what it is that you want to do. That's the first thing, because there's so many different things out there. Finding out what you want to do, and maybe narrowing it down to maybe one or two things, that's going to help you to learn and kind of hone in on a couple of things. Okay. So that's one thing. Find out what it is that you want to do. Now, here's another huge issue with a lot of people new to crafting. What groups do I follow? Who's the best person to listen to? And for the most part, if you are crafting on a budget, you're looking for free information. Well, I recommend that you, number one, not really just look for free information, but look for verifiable information. So that means that if you're going to follow somebody in one of these groups, on one of these social media platforms, I recommend that you follow them. I mean, actually watch them before you lock in. Watch them and watch out for their consistency. Are they saying the same things? Is what they're saying is what they're doing? Um, is what they're sharing with you helping you? Because if what they're saying and what they're doing is not consistent, and if it's not helping you, if it's not adding value to you, why would you join the group? Why would you follow them? Same thing here. We have our own sublimation group. Okay. If what we're doing on these platforms is not adding value to you, why are you in our group? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be subscribed to our YouTube if the videos that we're making is not adding value to your to your operation. Okay. So you wanna follow people before you follow people, if that kind of makes sense. Before you lock in and decide to follow them, you want to follow them and see if they're consistent. That's going to be important, and that may take a little while. It may take a little while to go through the weeds and see if this person is the person that you want to give your attention to. Because remember, wherever your attention goes, that's where your money flows. Okay, so you want to find out what it is that you want to do, what you want to make, what you want to create. Then you want to find out who you should be following. And that's going to be a little challenging, but all in all, it should line up with what it is that you want to do. Now, this one's going to hit home. A lot of people, when you get started in crafting, you got started, like I said, doing some things yourself, wanting to do it to save money, wanting to do it to, cut costs. But now you're in a different level of crafting. You may be in the level of crafting to where you are now finding yourself, um, getting paid here and there, right? So if you're getting paid here and there, you want to make sure that you have the right equipment to do the right job. There's so many different pieces of equipment, and I'm going to use t-shirts for example, because we get a lot of people that ask us, hey, what's the best heat press? What should I buy? What's the best name brand? What's the best this? What's the best that? First thing, you have to be realistic with yourself. Can you afford the best? That's number one. Number two, um, is the best what you really need right now? You may just need some reliable equipment, some affordable, reliable equipment. And that being said, you can find those things on places like Marketplace. Now, is it a crapshoot? Absolutely. You may get lucky, you may not. You may find some things that is not going to last you as long as you want. You may decide to go on platforms like Amazon, or you may decide to shop with us here at the Blank Spot. We have heat presses, we have tumbler presses, we have tumbler bundles, we have shirts, we have ink, we have paper, everything that you need to get started as far as the sublimation side. But here's the deal: is it in your budget? If it's not in your budget, then you're not going to be able to shop with us. As a matter of fact, you're not going to be able to shop with anybody outside of your budget. So you want to make sure you have the right material, the right equipment to do the best job. Also, experience, equipment and experience, they go hand in hand. As you get more experienced and you have the right equipment, you can do better jobs. But you're not just crafting anymore. You may be crafting in a sense to where you're still making things for people and you're still having fun. But as soon as you start taking money from somebody, as soon as you start accepting money, you're really not a crafter anymore. You're doing business. So you have to think about that. Now, as I'm conducting business, do I have the right equipment to do the right job? I've seen so many people in this industry try to do things that's outside of their wheelhouse. I've seen so many people try to make things work. I have some piecemeal things and I'm going to make it work. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. However, you have to think about it. You're beginning, not you're not at the beginning stage where you made that first shirt for your child or that first hair bow for your granddaughter. That's not the beginning stage I'm talking about. I'm talking about the beginning stage of where you're going to be elbow to elbow and shoulder to shoulder with other crafters that's in the industry who's been doing this for years. They've been doing it for years, and this is how they make their bread and their butter. This is how they eat. So you want to think about that. Having the right tools for the right job is going to take you a long way. The last thing I want to share with you is this: just because you connected with someone on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You saw them, TikTok. You saw them and you said, hey, you know what? I really like what they're doing. And they're giving out some free information and they're showing me how to do everything myself. I can do it all myself. I'm going to share something with you. You're at a different level of craftsmanship. Okay. Different level. You cannot expect to do everything by yourself on your own and have that same output. For example, someone at your job has recognized your skill set. They recognize your work ethic and your habits, and they recognize that you really love the craft and you're really good at it. And now they ask you to do 300 mugs, 300 coffee mugs. You only have one tumbler press or one mug press. You may have one oven. And they need those mugs in 2 weeks. Do you have the ability to get that product? Do you have the ability to get the blank mugs? B, do you have the ability to print out all of the transfers? C, do you have the time? Are they going to give you time off work to do those 300 mugs? The questions are right there in front of you. Now it's time to learn how to network, collaborate, and outsource. So the last tip for you is that if you realize, and you should be realizing this, that you can't do everything yourself, networking, collaborating, and outsourcing is going to be something that's going to add value to your craft. It's going to add value to your skill set. It's going to add value to what you're doing. And people are going to look at you in a different light. Okay. It's not about what you personally can do, but it's about in your network what can get done. So I just went over a few tips for beginner crafters. The first thing, you want to make sure you know what it is that you want to do. The second thing is you're going to need some information. So following the right people is going to be the right thing to do. Following the right people, getting in the right groups, and it may take some time. And thirdly, as you grow your craft, as you grow your skill set, you want to make sure that you're in a position to have the right equipment and also be able to network so you can actually have the ability to do the jobs. That's all I got for y'all. So I wanted to come on here this morning, give you a couple of tips for beginner crafters. Hopefully it added some value to your day. If you're looking to connect with us on any type of level, make sure you go to our YouTube channel first. Connect with us there. Every link that we have, or just about every link that we have to this conversation to get started is in the description. Also, you can actually shop with us at theblankspot.com. If you're viewing with us right now, you can see our link behind us. You can go to theblankspot.com and get started. We have lots of different deals, lots of different opportunities, and lots of different options out there. The last thing, go to our website, subscribe to our email list so you can be notified when we go live, when we have specials, when we have deals. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I'll see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.